Hello everybody, this is
A-Flat
and Bomod, and we're here to talk about the tour we had at Omega Cannabis with Rootdown. Shout out to both of them for hooking us up with this opportunity. The first place that we stopped in our tour was, of course, their fertigation room, as you saw there, where they distribute all of the water, fertilizer, and necessary elements to keep all the plants growing to their full potential.
Next up, we visited their flower rooms, which at the time when we visited, they were only using one of 3 of those flower rooms. But these rooms, they have 5,000 square feet of canopy space, which they can hold up to 177 lights per room, which that means they can grow up to 1,400 to 1,700 plants per room in that space.
There were a lot of impressive genetics in these flower rooms. There's a lot of interesting strains going on here, namely the ones from Omega Cannabis's new brand coming to the state, Blackwater Reserve. Saw some very beautiful plants in there, namely, to name a few, which you can also see on their website. They had the Menage, which is a cross of Skittles and Triangle Kush, Gelato and Kush Mints, and also has the rare terpene farnesene. They have Tree Flip, which is a cross of Lemon Tree and Wedding Cake, Z-Banger, which is a cross of Skittles and Sherbanger, and Pablo's Revenge, which is a cross of Animal Mints and Sherb Cake.
And of course, they also had Oreo's Blizzard, which is a cross of Oreos and Lemon Icy, number 34, which is a cross of Wedding Cake and Unknown, Stunna Runts, which is crossed with Runts number 1 and Stunna F2. Lastly, we have Oklahoma Coma, which is a cross of Truffle 2 times Dippin' Sticks.
So, out of all the strains that we did look at, which one did you like, Allison?
Well, I'd say the Menage looks the most interesting. I know a lot of people do the Menage, but this looks very interesting to me just because of the complex profile of the many different strains, which I've tried many of these strains before crossed together. It just looks very complex and interesting, especially the farnesene terpene. Mainly the terpenes is what's driving me to want to try that one. But what do you think? Which one looks most interesting to you?
I'd have to say that it's going to be the Pablo's Revenge for me. I love the Sherb Cake and Animal Mints when I've tried them, just like you mentioned the strains for the Menage. And not to mention that name just looks really cool. So I'm curious to see what this Pablo's Revenge can do. And our next step on the trip was to the mom room, where we got to see what was going on with the moms. In here, as you can see, they traditionally keep the production moms for about 3 months at a time. And you have the clone cuts here. They also popped some seeds about 3 days ago, right around the time when we had arrived.
And those seeds come from Cypher Genetics, they told us, and those strains that they have from them are Candy Cream Lobster and Southern Comfort. They also mentioned they had some clones of Gator Breath, but we didn't quite catch who they came from, but we're very excited to see what that comes out to look like.
Most definitely. And of course, we concluded the tour with a visit to their post-harvest and extraction areas, but I've already spent a lot of time in that place myself, so we won't spend any more time in the video. Thank you again to Omega Cannabis and to Rootdown for this tour opportunity.
Yes, thank you all so much for having us. It was a treat being there and meeting everyone and seeing the whole process, how it works end to end. And we very much hope to maybe come back one day or visit even some other facilities and do the same thing.
Yes, most definitely. We look forward to doing some more tours here. Of course, if any cultivators would like to give us that opportunity, definitely hit us up. We look forward to it. And if any dispensaries would also like to do the same, we'd love to visit. Thank you again. Take care.